Hi Nirupama, welcome to this conversation.
Hey Ranjini, it's such a pleasure to be here on your show.
Amazing, and I think we are meeting for the second time, and this is a new conversation we are making. And
Actually, the third time. You were on my show for the first time.
yeah, okay, that was my debut on your show, and
Yes.
see how I have grown and transformed from that point. So I thank you for reminding me. I owe that to you. So wonderful. So this month I'm actually talking about limiting beliefs. And as a coach, as a mentor, we work on this area with every client. I think no client can miss this part of training. So I am the whole intention of creating this series to educate the audience, like how limiting beliefs shapes our reality, and different areas of life, how it is impacted. So you are a relationship expert, a career growth expert, and today we are going to talk about this belief system, how shapes our personality and relationships and even career choices that we make. So tell me, Nirupama, you have a past, and where in your career or in your relationship did you face a challenge, or did you face something that really you were uncomfortable about dealing that in life? Share us about that challenge or struggle.
Absolutely. So, I've learned it from one of my mentors that every master was once a disaster. So, actually, if I have to really talk about a struggle or let's say something that shaped my personality, because I never believed that there was something that stopped me or something that was a struggle, but rather I feel that everything that comes in your life, it is for you rather than it creating that kind of a struggle for you. Whatever has happened in my life, or I feel it's more of a stepping stone to the person I am today. Had those things not happened, so I would say those are empowering things rather than those things that had limited me in some way. But I'll just give you a brief background, Ranjini. Uh, Much before I got into doing what I'm doing right now, I was working with the government of India, and it was a very stable career. And like belonging to a family of government servants, I thought that this is the ultimate career, And if you look towards the north of India,
Yes.
a lot of people have that kind of a mindset that if you are in a government job, for that matter, in most of India, that's a more stable career, and your life is set, after that.
Yes.
So even I thought, because we did a lot of grilling to get into the things, how government exams are and everything. So I spent close to 4 to 5 years to get into a particular structure, and everything was going good till marriage happened. So I think marriage was a big change for me. Now, the case was in our case, me and my husband, both of us were government servants, and that was a double dhamaka, double bonus, to most of the people. But for us, though we were married, but we lived like married singles, because I was posted in the north and my husband was way south from the place where I'm talking to you right now. And back then we were trying to manage our postings, but it was not happening. So just imagine a marriage wherein two people are living separately from each other. So it used to frustrate us. It used to be a matter of concern for both the parties. And thanks to the understanding that we had, we realized that we could thrive through that. But there was a lot of churning that was happening in my mind, and I was thinking that, can I really create a career out of living with my partner? Is it possible? Do I really have to be at the mercy of somebody, to be making a living. And frankly telling you, back then I did not know how would I do that. I did not even know I would end up creating a career around relationships itself. I just started out, and I thought, let me just take an entrepreneurial journey, because they say that entrepreneurship solves a lot of problems, because that's what entrepreneurs are. They solve problems for others. So I thought, how about becoming an entrepreneur? But instead of entrepreneurship solving a problem, it actually, aggravated the problem. Reason being, earlier it was a stable paycheck, but now there was a change in relationship, meaning, you actually, from a single status, you came in the committed status. Then there was a change of place, then there was a change of work, and at the top of it, the relationship pangs that came along with it. So frankly, I did not know how to deal with that back then, and I was thinking that, how do I move ahead with things. So I think they say that the moment you get into entrepreneurship, your wounds are revealed much more than what you see otherwise. While you're comfortable, while you're having fun with life, you don't even look into that area of your life. But whenever you are, let's say, in an entrepreneurial journey, or if you are in a relationship with somebody, all those wounds, they come to the surface, because till that time, all of that, they say ignorance is bliss, So those things started coming in front of me, one after the other, and I realized somewhere or the other that if one needs to be successful, because that's what I'd seen in my career as a cop with the government of India, that if you really have to crack big deals, if you really have to do well, then it's so important for you to exchange information through powerful connections, So that was my first relationship lesson. The second relationship lesson came to me when I realized that the biggest clients that you're wanting to get for your business, that only happens with the power of networking. And I actually learned this part, that how do you really start networking with people and start creating those powerful relations. That was the second area that I kind of identified. Now, another area, Ranjini, that I would want to say was that for a long time, I used to feel that by moving in one direction, or maybe just focusing on your work, that's the time, you can really achieve anything, because ultimately that's what brings you growth. So I was keeping my blinders on and just focusing in one direction, and keeping all the other domains and areas of my life outside the window, and then when you do such a thing, life hits back onto you. It tells you that, it's not how you decide that you want to live life, but it's rather about how life wants you to live the things. And once you are focusing in one direction, life gives its own lessons. And that's where I think I got the biggest lesson, that how important it is for you to live an integral life, because financial, career, growth, all of these are a part of life, but it's not life in its whole as such. So these were some of the stepping stones that I can actually recollect, that happened in this course of time.
I can totally relate it from the last conversation. I remember you were taking a break and you were really looking at a holistic life, and really looking at all areas of life, you're really fulfilling on every area. It's not just, as you said, blinders on. And as a cop, you have trained yourself to focus on your goal, and that kind of upbringing and tuning, it shapes our the way we take on other areas also. Even when it was entrepreneurship, you become that. And then life gives you a reminder that you need to balance. Otherwise, it is going to be shaky, and you may even fall down also.
Absolutely.
Yes, so I can relate to that. And when it comes to relationships and marriage and dating, I have a very similar thing. Like, before marriage, it is more of a togetherness test, कि रहेंगे कि नहीं साथ में. And then when you get married, it becomes a tolerance test. कैसे
I
रहेंगे
love what
साथ
you're
में?
saying. Absolutely. I just wanted to know if your audience is okay with Hindi because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like Hindi English.
yeah. So you can because no, I no sometimes because sometimes such certain emotions are expressed in the language that we speak. So I could completely relate and bringing that balance. My relationship is not what to say, no, my agenda. It's a team game, and you need to work on the common intention. So, Nirupama, tell me the limiting belief, if at all you ever identified, and that really gave you a certain kind of relationship experience that you had with your as you say, intimate relationships, and that's the area you are transforming for women, so that they see themselves as powerful in their career and the growth they are looking at. So how did that shape you? What kind of an identity you were? Tell us a little bit about that.
Thank you for asking this question. It actually helps me to walk in my past and start looking at myself. So there have been a lot of limiting beliefs. I would not say कि एक limiting belief था, क्योंकि life ऐसी होती है ना, that as you keep moving and the more you start searching for those limiting beliefs, the more you start finding those limiting beliefs. So
Right.
as you mentioned that I'd grown up in a certain way and my upbringing was in a certain way that you need to be a go-getter, uh, achieve things in life, accomplish certain targets or goals as you call them, and that's how I thought life was. uh, I was a very logical person to say, and I felt that ultimately if you are moving in uh, let's say if you are uh, not really if you're hiding your emotions and just wearing a brave face, at the end of the day, that's when you are really strong. I never thought that there is so much of power in vulnerability. When you are vulnerable in front of people, that's when you are the strongest. The people who actually express themselves the way they are just being the way they are, and that's exactly what becomes the game changer, because you're able to acknowledge your emotions in a certain way. So I think the biggest uh, limiting belief that I had broken for myself was that ultimately, if you are hiding your emotions, you are strong, and if you are expressing that, then you are weak. That was the first limiting belief that I can think of. Yes. The second thing that comes to my mind immediately is that it's I used to have a certain perception regarding work. If you are actually going out and working, that's when you are respected, and people consider that you're doing well in life, because that's how most of these jobs were before the pandemic. So I always felt that like the women who are working from home, they are actually not creating much in life. So I never had this concept of working from home and creating a career around working from home, wherein you could balance your family at the same time balance your career. So that was the second limiting belief to say that I had broken. Then the third limiting belief that comes to my mind is that we women are grown up in a certain manner that ultimately your partner should be earning much more than you in life. I mean, even while they are looking for a match, they'll be looking for, okay, what is the guy doing? Is the guy better off? Is the guy working really well? Is the guy earning much more? And in all of this, what happens is a lot of women self sabotage themselves. They are capable of achieving much more than what their partner is earning, but just because they want to fulfill that conformity, that I should be not seen as somebody who's odd one out. What they do is they stall their own growth. They don't move ahead, or they refuse promotions, or they say no, I need to take care of my family. if I am actually looking to grow, if I'm looking at to increase my paycheck, what really happens is maybe my family will start judging me. And in all of this, whatever they are capable of creating, they do not create that for themselves. So I think that was another. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, this is something very important that you're sharing, and very deep. And I can count on many women who have really been trapped in this limiting belief. And I'm really happy that you could not just identify, you have you have broken these beliefs and created a new one. So all the women who would listen to this conversation will relate. There are many who leave their careers for their children. As you said, rejecting promotion, it's there. I've seen people doing this. And the limiting beliefs that I had was being a very careful person. As you said, I'm also a logical person, very careful, perfectionist, and a very independent woman. So a little bit of opposite on the last point, because you said no, you want the man to earn more than you, but in my case it was more about being independent and free. No, I don't need a man kind of attitude. But there's nothing wrong or right here, but each belief has its own impact on the way you are operating in relationship. So you stand dominating sometimes, when you really show up as independent. I don't need your help. And then when entrepreneurship comes, and as you said, master earlier was a disaster happens, you become vulnerable, then you really see like you need help, and it's okay to ask and get that support from your partner. And so it's eventually helping each other grow in their own journeys. So that's the most meaningful and fulfilling relationships that we can create. It's not just about one person's success, it's about both growing up. So tell me, Nirupama, how did you transform this?
Yes, Ranjini, I would definitely talk about how did I transform this, but the point that you shared right now, I'm just getting one more part here, which is a lot of women, they do not receive things, because they are so much focused on creating things on their own, and especially the achievement oriented ones, the independent ones, that you mentioned. Yes. They say, no, I'm going to create everything on my own. But sometimes, you can ask for help and at the same time receive things from people. So right. I just wanted to take a minute to just point out that women, if you're not receiving things, you're missing a lot, many things in your life. That's the point, I wanted to mention.
Yeah, amazing. As you said, the thing that I shifted in my life is to shut myself up and keep receiving and acknowledge that love, and that people really want to love you, and you really put a shutter in front of you, like, no, I don't need that. I know to open that gate, get that love. So that kind of women are also there.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So now that you asked me that how did I overcome this particular aspect, I would say it's been a journey, and I think it's going on even now. The first step that I figured out was that with all these limiting beliefs that I have, I am the way I am, because a lot of times people do not even accept them, the way they are. They want to accept the good things within them, but when it comes to their flaws, when it comes to their limiting patterns, limiting beliefs, they shun it away. They say, no, this doesn't belong to me. So the first step is, to really acknowledge, to really say that, yes, this is me and I am a part of this. The next area, Ranjini, that I would want to say is that really understanding this aspect that there is an alternative reality. Because most of the times we feel that whatever we have grown up seeing, whatever we have grown up becoming, we are that person. But like we are talking about metaverse right now, there is an alternative reality that exists. If you haven't seen that, it does not mean that doesn't exist. Coexist karta hai. But the fact is, you are not moving and seeing in that direction. The next area, Ranjini, that I would want to say was that once you understand that this is there, you look at your limiting beliefs and you look at it from the perspective of where is it coming from? Where in my life I've taken this? You know, when you understand the source of it, that yes, as a child, or maybe because this is my emotional need, that is driving me towards wanting such a thing in my life, expecting such a thing in my life, that's where you stop beating yourself up. Because the moment we find that there is something that's not okay with us, we people get into the self-bashing mode. So the area is that where is it coming from? Now then, once you realize that where is it coming from, you actually start understanding that how do you break this pattern, because till the time you don't break that, you cannot create a new identity. Like you said, that what was your existing identity, and then how did you create a new identity? When that pattern breaks, when that formation breaks, when that factor breaks, sometimes it pains a lot, because it's almost like all your emotions are coming to the surface. You start feeling that whatever you thought you are no longer that, but all throughout your life you were actually living a lie. The world exists in a very different way. You perceive the world to be in a certain way, but the world isn't like that. Or maybe whatever is required for you to grow doesn't require you to be that person that you think you are. And once you get that pain, it's all about embracing that pain, processing that pain, that yes, I have this thing, and if I really have to come out of this, I need to release those emotions that are holding me back, that are acting as limitations in my life. It's actually like we people come in between our success. हमारी सक्सेस या हमें सक्सेसफुल होने से कोई और हमें नहीं रोकता, हम खुद अपनी सक्सेस के बीच में आ जाते हैं.
Exactly. Right.
So very importantly, how can you really look at releasing? It could be by first of all feeling that pain, because a lot of people get into the distracting mode, or they start moving in a different direction. Okay, let me not see that, because your past or your existing self is very painful. A lot of people don't want to confront that. Also, to the extent of taking professional help if at all you require that, because a professional can help you process those emotions properly.
Exactly.
And once, Ranjini, you have been able to remove that, the next stage is reconditioning your mind. How do you reprogram your subconscious mind?
Right.
And it can happen through a lot of ways. Your environment will play a huge role into this. What kind of people you're surrounding yourself with, what kind of information that you're consuming on a day-to-day basis. When you're putting all these things together, that's when the real transformation starts happening for you. So these were some of the things, Ranjini, that I did, to really create the so-called new identity, which I'm breaking every day to create a new Nirupama. Like you said, this Nirupama is different this year.
Yeah, absolutely. The Nirupama I met 5 years back is not the one I'm talking right now. And even my journey, because when I started my entrepreneurial journey, I knew that I can't do this because nobody in my family is an entrepreneur. So I need training. So there is, as you said, identify the code, see that and decode it, get to the source, unlearn that and then relearn and reprogram. So it's a long process. It's a painful process, because who you know yourself to be, you need to really give that up and create a new person. And it's uncomfortable for me to be from an independent woman to be really sitting for being served, being taken care was very tough, and it was very difficult for me. But then I had to really flip my mindset to say, no, it's okay that someone is working for you, someone is caring for you, someone is doing for you, and all you need to is just acknowledge and appreciate and accept it. but that was so difficult. And it's been 7 years, and as you said, it's an ongoing journey to really recreate all of that, and working from home, balancing family. That's the, what to say, benefit of really altering that and creating a new personality, because now I can see myself fulfilled in every other area, not just finance or not just career. It's my husband, my family, my extended family, my children, and the career and money is all happening. So it's a holistic thing. So one core belief system can really impact so much. In fact, the way you way you experience yourself, your peace, your happiness, it's all connected. And yes, consciously we need to make these changes. You and me as coaches, we are helping people. And uh, uh, so to move on this conversation, I want to know your signature programs that you have created out of your transformation to help women have that power in their relation, a strong relationship for a powerful career and personality, a life that they want. What have you created, and what kind of results that your clients can have having enrolled for your program? So let's talk about that.
Absolutely. So I'll be very happy to talk about the place where I help. So Ranjini, before I talk about how do I help, I want to really talk about who do I help. Because till the time I'm not able to make it clear, I cannot really help the people in the larger perspective. So if I have to talk about the people I help, they are working professionals. They are the people who are super ambitious. They are moving on the career ladder. They are actually wanting to make big goals. But in trying to achieve those big goals, somewhere or the other, they are losing a big chunk in their life, and which is relationships. And these relationships are not only relationships on the home front, it could also be relationships on the personal level, on the professional level as well. So if I have to talk about the signature program, can I really share my screen? Is it possible here? Let me just see if I can share my screen.
I'm not sure whether, but then you can make a try.
Yeah, I will.
But this is not Zoom, so I don't know.
Okay, I'll still try once. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Are you able to see my screen, Ranjini, by any chance?
No, I'm able to see you.
Okay. Sure. So it is telling me that sharing this tab to StreamYard, I believe it's going to people. But anyway, I'll just speak about it. So Ranjini, I'm actually helping people in solving their professional and personal relationships. Because at the end of the day, if I have to talk about your personal relationships, if you're not doing well personally at a personal level, that is going to have a huge impact on your professional relationship. And if you are not doing well on your professional side, somewhere or the other, it's going to impact your personal side. So it's vice versa. You cannot do without any of that. So while I'm talking about relationships, I'm talking about the relationship issues that people have with their spouse, relationship issues that they have with their parents. Most importantly, like the way we were talking about receiving and giving, healing relationship issues with money. Because we have so many self-sabotaging beliefs, so many money-related wounds, that we are not able to go all out and achieve things that we are capable of achieving, because we come in between ourselves. So I'm talking about healing relationship with money. Then we are talking about healing relationship issues at workplace, how they are impacting your growth. Then how do you create business opportunities by healing your professional relationships? Also talking about, as career women, how they can enhance their career growth by healing relationships. And in this particular case, we are talking about the communication advice that women require. People say that we walk in the outer world, and once we walk in the outer world, things are going to shift. But the shortcut to success is once you heal your inner world, that's where your outer world starts changing. So there is a short program which talks about shortcut to success, and most importantly, Ranjini, healing the self-sabotaging patterns that are impeding the career growth. Because somewhere or the other, we have so many limiting beliefs that till the time we do not clear those things, not at the conscious level, but at the subconscious level, things are not going to move. And
Right.
once we clear them, we are able to see that factor that, we become unstoppable in our life. And finally, I would be talking about the psychosomatic diseases, because if you are not clearing those emotions in your life, what really happens is you start having those psychosomatic blocks within you, which come in the form of diseases in our life. So these are a few areas that I touch upon, and if there's anybody who would require my help, they can actually get in touch with you and you can connect them to me.
Yes. So people who are what, because you have shared a lot of gold in this conversation, because limiting belief is the source of all the results that you have in your life. As Dr. Demartini says, no, the most dominant thought is, is the most tangible reality that you have. The innermost dominant thought is the outermost tangible reality. So if we have to really look back on whatever we have discussed so far, from the childhood to career to marriage to relationship to money and business, no, these are all inside a trap of belief system. And we think that getting a great degree, another certificate, another award, or a good investment can work wonder in our career, or maybe health, or maybe wealth. But it's not that way. It's the work that you do inside, deep, profound. The impact is going to be, that you can really make a difference in reality. Like you and me, we are not the same person, because we have really done that inner work, that we are no longer those women who were 5 years, 7 years back. No? And we have learned from our mistakes. As you said, everything happens for a purpose, and they have been a stepping stone for us to be this person today, this personality today, and it has added to our journey of growth. So there's nothing wrong, and many people who don't really take this journey of personal growth, and they really don't do that, is to the fear of losing your identity, your personality, your perception, your image that you keep in the society. You really don't want to leave that, and it takes courage to really accept and embrace our flaws and move on, create something that is forwarding our journey, is contributing and fulfilling on our growth. And that takes a mentor, that takes a lot of work, and continuous progressive work. So beautiful. And all the women who are ambitious, like me, like Nirupama, we have been through a lot of challenges, and she has created an amazing program, and to heal your wounds, heal your that internal struggle that you have, and with respect to money, with respect to people, business, and also the impact of not taking such actions will take you to a life full of diseases, which we really don't want.
Nobody
we
wants
really want
that.
a healthy, nobody really wants. And so that's why there are people, experts, coaches here who are out to help other people have that life that they want. Amazing, Nirupama. There's a lot of gold and insight for women to learn from you. And tell me, what is your message for the people who are listening and watching this conversation?
So my message, if I have to say, it's very simple. A lot of times, we are looking at improving our career, improving our business by just focusing in the business. But the shortest way to improve your career growth or your business growth is to start working within you. And if you want to start working within you, start healing your relationships, because a relationship is going to reveal the internal wound that is there within you much more than anything else would ever do. So if you want to really enhance your career in some way, I would say start healing the relationships around you, because that way you get empowered, you get expanded, and you will be able to taste that alternative reality that exists. So heal your relationships to heal your career.
Wow. And yes, we can't do without people. We can't live alone. And we need people around us. And we have people everywhere, from our parents to siblings to kids to our spouse, their families, workplace. We cannot get off this social, as a social being. We must have power in maintaining, building strong relationship, and that becomes the foundation of our success in all areas, whether it's money, love, peace, happiness. And another important relationship you have is with yourself. So start investing in your personal growth, your own development, and your own expansion. And it's time that we invest in growing our wealth, taking care of health, family. And now it's time that we consciously invest in ourselves. There is a certain time of the day, there's certain money, certain program that you must invest for your own growth. And I think this was not available when we were kids, or maybe 10 years back. This was not the scenario. 20 years back, this was never a topic of discussion. It's just get a job, get a good salary, get set, and that's it. But it's changing, and people like Nirupama, people like me, and there are many other coaches and consultants, experts who were earlier disasters as you started, but they are masters now, and they are here to help you take that shortcut, do the inner work, and get the success that you're looking for. Amazing, Nirupama. I love this conversation, and I can go on for another hour, but thank you so much for taking out time and sharing your wisdom, knowledge.
Thank you.
And it will help and impact, contribute to millions and billions of people in the world. So I wish you all success with your programs, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine, Ranjini. Thank you. Thanks a ton.
Bye.
Bye-bye.